Hey y'all, welcome to Live with Mahamak, your favorite Sits Talk at 1 a.m. podcast. Tonight's gonna be a good one. Stay tuned. Welcome y'all to Sits Talk at 1 a.m. Hey Sandra.
Hey, girl.
And the hand raise button is on. So if you do want to raise your hand to come on stage, you can do so at this time. And I'll go ahead and start pulling you up before we talk about the topic. Also, let me see. I see. I think it Keisha. Girl, I don't know. I probably don't mess your name up. Binky, Faustin, Lana, and Gruber in the audience. So, if you do want to raise your hand, if you do want to just stay down and listen, you're more than welcome to listen as well. Basically, the topic for today is what is your biggest flaw in a relationship? What is your biggest flaw in a relationship? And a lot of times people tend to not understand what a flaw is in a relationship. And basically, a flaw is a fault or what you consider is a mistake that happened or a weakness that you have, or the reason why your relationship is not going the way it's supposed to be going, or the reason why your relationship didn't make it. So it's a flaw is like at fault. So that's basically what it is. And just throw out a couple examples of a flaw, um, just to give people an insight because it could be anything. It could be hundreds of things. But when you think about it, you could be doing that very thing and not even know about it. So I tend to say I jot down a few flaws that I want to throw out as an example before we get started. So one is materialistic. That's a flaw. Obsessive is a flaw. Being cold is a flaw. Lack of confidence is a flaw. Being always late is a flaw. Have a hard time saying no is a flaw. Letting people interfere in your relationship is a flaw. Those sort of things, being oversensitive is a flaw. Being possessive are flaws. Like all of those things, being flaws, and even not being very responsive on the telephone could be a flaw, for some people. So just to throw out a few examples, if you're not sure what a flaw is, and you could possibly have had that issue inside your relationship. But that's the topic today. What is your biggest flaw in a relationship? And we do have Sandra on stage here. So I'm gonna start with Sandra before anybody else can come up, and then I'll go. But Sandra, what do you consider is your biggest flaw in a relationship?
Oh, so my biggest flaw, I would have to say, I have a hard time shutting up. I do. For example, if I feel it on my heart, be it at 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock at night, 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, I have got to say it. Like I have got to say it. And if I don't say it, the best way I could describe it is like a bubble. And that bubble just keeps growing and growing and growing until it's like, now I got to say something because I've sat on this all day. And
Mm-hmm.
I have a hard time with that, with me having a hard time being quiet or holding things in, I have a hard time letting stuff go.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause just let it go, like, okay, you didn't say anything about it, let it go. But, I tend to feel like I if I let it go, then I'm allowing you or someone to just walk all over me. So I don't feel like that's fair to me and I'm lying to myself. So those definitely are like flaws for me in my relationship.
Okay, so being that you know and you can identify the flaws that you have, what steps are you taking to make them better or correct them?
Shutting up.
Is it that
um,
easy?
it nothing is easy. Nothing worth having is easy. But I do I make it known that, okay, I'm being quiet. So then it comes into, well, you're never quiet. You never shut up. And it's like, I'm trying. I'm trying.
Because
Let me
I
try.
was just gonna say that because you said, okay, I'm gonna be quiet, but if your nature, or if if you feel like you're not doing anything wrong by talking, and when you're not talking, that could be, a flaw. That person you with probably loves you talking. You know what I'm saying? So when you're not talking, it could be like, okay, what's going on? Something's wrong.
Absolutely. But it's also a time, like, when the moment calls, you could feel the tension. When it's heated, tension is rising, y'all both, at each other necks. One of y'all gonna have to stand down. One of you. Or you both are gonna have to come to a compromise. So
Mm.
if we're in a heated discussion or something's going on, and I just choose silence in that moment, then that's my way of reassessing, and that's how I kind of collect myself and remind myself why I'm here.
Right. Okay. Well, that's definitely good insight
How
to
y'all doing?
submit.
Hey, Maha. Hey, Sandra. What y'all doing tonight?
So,
Hey,
um,
Erica.
so basically, the topic tonight is, what is your biggest flaw in a relationship? And I did give some examples in the beginning of, what a flaw could be, and a flaw basically, a fault or a weakness inside, your relationship. One that you may not think is important, but it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I did give a few examples, such as, being cold, being moody, being late, letting people interfere in your relationship, being materialistic, um, being clingy. Those are things, is considered a flaw in a relationship. And hey, is that Muma?
Hello.
Is that how you say your name?
Yeah, Muma.
Okay, Muma. Okay, and Victor is on stage. Okay, so welcome y'all. This is Talk at 1 a.m.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so the as I stated before, the topic tonight is, what is your biggest flaw in a relationship? So Erica came on, so Sandra gave us hers. So Erica, what is your biggest flaw in a relationship?
Whew. Okay. I'm working on this. This is in my everyday life, not just relationship.
Listen, that's okay. Look, we getting real
Uh,
time.
pretty much, if you piss me off, oh, I'm in my feelings. I'll stay in my feelings
Mm.
a long time until the situation is corrected. You know, I just don't need somebody to say, "Oh, I'm sorry." I need you need to show me you're really sorry.
Erica,
Because when
you
I'm
ain't
in my
holding
feelings,
grudges, is
it depends on the
Because that's what I
situation.
heard.
it?
Dang, y'all tripping. Uh, it's not. I mean, I eventually get over it, but if it's something big, I will come back to it every time until it's truly fixed. But yeah, I'm working on getting myself out of feelings. Like stuff just tick me off. I be in my feelings. I be pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have expectations. Um, and then I think the expectations really mess with me. But it's not just a relationship thing. It's overall. If you piss me off on my job, I'm mad all day. I won't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a flaw. Um, I guess when I guess it kind of connect when if I'm still pissed off or I feel you're not understanding. I've worked on this though. I will repeat myself until it's fixed. But now now I'm
Right,
working on
because we
understanding.
don't want you to be, at work for 8 hours and mad at your coworkers, then coming home and then taking it out on her, and it's like, okay, that ain't fair.
Mhm. And so yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't want people to. If I take the time to understand you, I want to be understood as well. So especially if it's common stuff, and that's a flaw. Working on that one, but
Okay,
in my
give me a
feelings, I
give me an
don't know.
example of a common thing, because it's a lot of common thing that people don't realize is, a weakness for some
Um,
people.
If I, ask, hey, call me when you get there, that's a big one for me.
Hmm.
That's all you have to do. You can call or text. And if you don't do it, that's a problem. But like, that's
See, because
common,
that's one of the examples that I gave, like, being responsive on the phone. Because when you think about it, a lot of people are not good over the phone. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people not good with the phone. Like, even me, most times when I get home, I throw the phone, on the bed, or you just sit it down somewhere, and then somebody call, like, I've been calling, I'm like, oh, that thing's still on silent. You know what I'm saying? Like, it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't register me about the phone. So some people are not real responsive when it goes to the phone. But like you said, if your partner knows, how you is about a phone, and how
Mm-hmm.
about calls and stuff like that, then they should, um, take action of being available.
It's so simple. It's so simple, that's just it, it's just communication. I'm big on communication. I don't like,
Hmm.
man, you'll set me off if you passive aggressive. That sets me off real bad. So I'm just, I'd rather just have it straight than play all those, games.
Right. Okay. Okay. But we working on it. Let me
I'm
see.
working on it. Yeah, I'm working on it.
We definitely working on it. Okay, so Victor, I have you on the stage here for the first time. Hey, Larry.
Hello.
Let's see.
Good evening.
Okay,
Good
Victor.
morning. I want to say it right. Mashalin.
It's Mahazlan, but you can call me Maha.
Okay, Mahaslin. I can remember Mahaslin.
Okay.
So my biggest flaw in my 10-year marriage, it'll be 11 years, October 1st of this year,
Okay.
was my tone in response or when I felt strongly about something. Um, my wife is not. She's one of the most organically gentle people that I know. She's not. She's rarely confrontational. She does not like to debate with me. If we get into a conversation that could be about a plethora of topics, she'd be like, "Okay, but we can disagree, like whatever." Um, I come from a family of debaters, and she doesn't really like to do that. But even if there's something that is miscellaneous or domestic around the house, or just in our real time communication, um, I had to learn that how would I want someone to speak to her? And then I said to myself, okay, that level, and then can you go even more gentle than that? Because she said to me years ago, baby, I will do anything you ask me to do. I swear to you, I'll do whatever you ask me to do. It's just how you say it. So I find myself being more affectionate when I need to say something that may not feel good right away. I find myself being more strategic and gentle when I have to address something that is going to produce a response. And I find myself saying, ultimately, how do I love her like Christ loves me? And um, the Father, if I'm a Christian, so I'm speaking from this premise. If he were to yell at me, I would die. In the Old Testament, in the ancient day, the Israelites could not hear the Lord speak because it sounded like thunder. So he said,
Mm.
when you speak to her, you need to you need to pull from me. You need to learn of me and take my yoke upon you. Continue to do that, so that when you speak to her, the comfort of my spirit comes out of your mouth, and it comforts her and it gives her rest. Um, so I'm constantly dying to myself so that I can consistently do that with her. And it allows me to listen to her more. It allows me to pay attention to her cues, her mannerisms, and what she cares about. And yeah, that was my biggest flaw in that. And I yield the mic.
Okay. So, did you succeed with doing that? Oh, y'all still married?
Yes, we will be. It'll be 11 years. This October 1st of this year. It is
Okay.
one. I. It's kind of like being in the gym. You know, like when you got a weakness and you work on that weakness, and then you eventually that weakness becomes a strength. It has become a strength.
Mhm.
It has become a
Okay.
strength that I enjoy in our relationship.
Well, that's good. Congratulations on that.
Well, Maha,
Mhm.
that's my other flaw. Victor brought it up. It's a tone. So Victor, because
Look, Erica said, "Let me go back to that."
I appreciate that, Victor. I appreciate that insight. Yeah, tone. Yeah, always big. Because it's sometimes when my line of work, I don't work, especially when I was teaching or in training. I'm always in that mode. So when I want something done, I just want it done. So I
Mhm.
may sound very aggressive in what I need done, or if something goes wrong, I'm fussing. But
Right.
I'm Victor, gave me some insight, and I'm gonna have to think about some things. I like,
Right.
I
Because I
like, I
think a
like,
lot of
I
times
like
we
that.
don't focus on tone enough, but I believe in every relationship, tone,
Yeah,
tone
Tony's
is
big.
very important because we want it our way, we want it now. You know what I'm saying? So in most times we don't see the significance of tone in relationships.
That's true.
So that is a good one, even for myself because I'm a loud mouther. So tone is a very good one to think about when you look at flaw. Okay, Larry, we got you on here. Um, what is your biggest flaw in a relationship? And it could be a past relationship, a friendship relationship, or any of a sort. But what is your biggest flaw?
My biggest flaw would be I'm a 5'7" nigga with 6'6" energy. So it's just like I be a lot for a motherfucker to take in. So I
So when
mean,
you say take in, what like what? Give me an example.
for instance, like I pick a fight just for the hell of it.
Mm.
Like, and like it don't be no like no, oh you left the cap off the motherfucking toothpaste. Shit get a little disrespectful. And so I don't be meaning it. I don't be meaning it. But
For
like
a
I
cap
be
off the toothpaste.
no,
Mm-mm,
no,
baby,
no, no. I'm just
cause
saying
see that
like
towel in that bathroom.
Oh
okay
yes.
or something.
You know
Like
how I
it's
feel about
just
that.
and then like I don't back down and I don't let up and I don't let go. So you gonna have to really like
So you got a little bit of pride in there.
you can call it pride, you can call it whatever you can call it short man syndrome. But like just know my mama ain't raised no hoe, and I ain't finna back down,
Oh my god. See you and Sandra this towel.
baby.
I
I'm
don't
for
like that.
real. If it's hey, look, any little thing can start a motherfucking fight.
Oh
I
my
be with
god.
it. I be with it. I don't, and I promise you, I be dead damn serious.
Yeah, I think we all have a little speck of that. Even myself, listen, if I see a shoe in the middle of that damn room, it's on. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
listen.
Cause why is it
Let me
there?
trip over that
Now you
shoe
don't
in the
care
middle
nothing
of that
about
room.
me. Cause you don't care about this house.
You better know it.
You
I started to
you
feel some type of way. I started shooting that shit you ain't even see it. Oh, you said my mama.
Oh my god.
oh.
Oh,
Listen,
like I
like you
said,
ready for a fight. You ready
ready
for
for it. But see, the thing about it is with me, don't ever get it twisted. I like all that because I like the art of making up.
Mhm.
I like the art
Mhm.
of apologies. I like the art of bringing it back together and bringing it on home. Now, yeah,
Right.
in evidence, I destroyed it in the first place. Cool, I get that. I I'm admitting where I'm wrong, but it's something about the art of making up and the art of apologies and the art of this intimate moment that we're about to have when we both sit down and talk. It's something about
Mhm.
that I enjoy.
Right. And the ability to make up, because some people don't
Hmm.
make it there.
Exactly.
Some people don't make it there. So the ability to be able to apologize and make up and that sort of thing is a beautiful thing.
Exactly. It sounds so toxic though when you say it out loud. Damn,
Yeah, it's
I got
toxic.
quiet.
It's toxic. But
Oh,
see, Larry
I,
And that
got
mean we all
it,
agree.
yeah, but it's sexy at the same time.
It's
exactly.
sexy, but it's sexy until it's done to you. And
Yeah.
then you done made up and you done said all these lovely words, and then you sitting at the edge of the bed thinking to yourself, "Damn, I had to apologize for sleeping in like
Okay.
in my shoe in the corner."
But see, for me though, like I kid you not though, it's something about I know what's about to happen at the end of all of this that excites me even more. And I think that's what really just drives the arguing and the fussing and me not letting up and letting go. Because I know it's at the end of this finish line. I'm just trying to get there. Now, yeah, granted, you might get choked a little bit, slapped a little bit. You might be some words that be exchanged that motherfuckers don't like. But there's a mission you're on, and accomplishing that mission is goal. Yep, I'm toxic. I just, yep, yeah, pretty much.
It's
It's
okay,
okay.
friend.
Yeah, it's okay.
But at least I'm honest about it.
You the only person you got to be honest with.
Facts.
Because you might meet somebody that just love it or want to fight with you and they
Oh,
know how
if
to
I
make
ever
up.
find it, if I ever find it, I just one time. That's all I need. Just one time.
Because some people, I do believe, if the relationship is, if both parties are feeling secure with each other, you may argue all the time. That is maybe your love language. It may be toxic to others, but if the relationship is secure, they don't feel that you're going to go anywhere. You know they ain't going to go nowhere, and y'all not really hurting each other like crazy stuff. It might just be how the relationship works. Nobody
Bingo.
may understand it, but you guys.
Fact.
Yeah, long as the relationship is thriving.
So I
Mm-hmm.
can so I can safely say I'm a 5'7" nigga with 6'6" energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It-
Your look, your picture says it all. Your picture says it all.
what does it tell you?
Exactly what you just said. Exactly, yes. You, it look like you pick fights. You don't care. You got a whole bunch of mouth.
I know, right? And the simple, but I ain't even bald no more.
Oh, so what you got? You got a what's the
I got
regular
my
half it?
yeah, I got my regular ways, but I got a high fade.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you look. Yeah, you don't mind. Look, fights. You don't mind picking a fight.
That's it. That's it. Sometimes you just gotta let a motherfucker know. Look, give a damn.
I call that keeping a relationship exciting and spicy.
Mm-hmm. Fact.
So, are you
Not.
romantic? In like, if
You said what?
are you romantic?
Yes, I am. I'm romantic, but at the same time, like I don't like a lot of it. Like every day don't have to be a romantic day. Once or twice out the week is fine, but don't don't expect me to be romantic every motherfucking day of the fucking week. It just won't happen because I got to stir some shit up.
So you bringing the romance after you set the shit up.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
Or
Okay,
either it
there you
might
go.
be one night out the week. I be like, look, put your nice shoes on and let's go. I got you. Just let's go.
There you go.
So
Makes sense to me.
it's a balance. I have an equation, a mathematical formula for all of this.
It makes sense. I get it. I understand it. I understand it.
Larry, did you have anything else to add to the topic, or you said your piece, Mr. 6'6" man?
I just said my piece. I said what I had. Energy.
Listen, I'm trying to
I'm a whole lot of man.
people listen. I was like that. I was like that. I was real independent. Literally, my husband like, okay, I'm gonna hit you on the top of your goddamn head like a goddamn Donkey Kong. If you don't stop goddamn barking at me.
I ain't never met nobody that bad.
Listen, I'm like, okay, let me, cause I know I'm a little country, I know I'm a little country. You add a little loud to that countryness, and you gonna get a loud bark. Tone on down. One of my flaws is realizing that you guys are not the same. I want to know if y'all ever experienced that when some of your interests and everything is not the same. Like, how do y'all overcome that?
Ooh. It's hard. Depending on what it is. Um, I don't meaning like I guess I handle people differently. I know when to react, when not to react. Sometimes I feel like my spouse may let people say anything. Did she want to talk to me about it? And I'm like, no, you need to tell them. And so
Mhm.
that's the biggest difference. I can be very quiet, but if the disrespect comes, I can be very disrespectful. So,
Right.
um, and I think that's hard because I'm like, why are you talking to me about it? Won't you say something? So that has been
Mhm.
a constant thing for me to adjust to because I don't like disrespect. I don't like people talking to me any kind of way, and I don't like a lot of questions, especially if I don't know you.
Right.
And so you're not gonna question me about my life, and so we respond very differently on that, and that's been very
Yeah.
hard for me. But it's also has
Yeah.
kind of helped her because um, she has gotten better um, with her approach, and I think it's just she sees how I do things, and I think it kind of rubs off. So I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I think that's a good one though with the question, because I'm very short tempered when it comes to somebody asking me a dumbass question. You know what I'm saying? Somebody when they ask you a dumbass question and then when they say huh or something or some of a sort, so somebody could be saying something. Maybe they asked the question in their head and they're like, "Did you hear me?" But they never said the question. You know what I'm saying? Like
mm,
that is like my biggest pet peeve. Like, what the fuck? Like, clearly you might have said it in your head, but you didn't say it. But did you hear me? Like, you didn't say shit yet. You know what I'm saying? Like that is my pet
you're
peeve.
right.
Like, no. Like, do not do that with me because I'm telling you, you'll get a whole 360 with me. Like, what the hell is
Nobody have time for that.
you're right. I'm like, what is you talking about? Like, I don't like those weird damn questions and stuff like that. That's real crazy to me. And
Hmm.
I'm like that with my kids too. I'm like, don't come at me no crazy question. Do not come
Exactly.
ask me no crazy question because I'm look at you crazy just like anybody,
Hmm. Got to.
just like anybody. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Like, I'm gonna let you answer that question on your own. I'm gonna let you answer that yourself and call it a day. Yeah, that's something I definitely like a pet peeve. But yeah, I think everybody have flaws in their relationship. It's just what you tend to put into fixing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, some
Yeah.
people flaw is a little bit bigger than the other. And some people, just like I told Larry, some people can't get to that apology stage, you know what I'm saying, or that makeup stage. Sometimes that grudges be a little too hard, you know what I'm saying? It may go a week, it may go 2 weeks. So a lot of times, it ain't as easy as making up and, apologizing here. A lot of people can't even damn apologize. Or, a lot of them won't take sorry because they don't hear sorry so many times, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is so true.
Yeah, it's
So
kind of
true.
hard. So I, you know, congratulate anybody who can get past, the simple flaws. Like I said, we talked about the green ones, the green flags versus the red flags. So when you can, figure out what the green ones are, then you try not to, get to those red flags. So
That is
all is work
very,
and
very
all is
true.
fun. You definitely have to work out. I mean, like I said, some people can't work out. We like last time we talked about, Megan Good and her husband divorcing. Well, filing for divorce. So, in most cases, a lot of people can't work out, and that's okay too. You know what I'm saying? That's okay too. And, everybody is not uh going to be meant to be together forever. And that's just something you have to look at. But while you are together, you make the best of, what y'all have. Um, that's all I say. Make the best of what y'all have while you are together. But if you aren't gonna be together long, or y'all bump heads and you can't make it, then that's okay too. Everything doesn't have to be bad. When people get divorced and are split up and stuff like that, people like, okay, what happened? This person don't cheated, that person like, yeah, it don't even have to be about that. You know what I'm saying? It can be just a little simple thing, because a lot of times nowadays people are putting their self first. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, I don't see so many, people say, I'm not being the bigger person, this year. You know what I'm saying? Because all these other years they felt like they was the bigger person. So they're like, I'm putting myself first. I'm not gonna be the bigger person to, do this, to do that. And I definitely feel them on that. It's stressful. It's stressful, putting everybody needs and everything up, above yours. So I think a lot of times people, especially like this year, dealing with the whole COVID thing and the pandemic for the last year, a lot of people want a new beginning.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, a stress-free new beginning, and nothing is wrong with that. Try something different. It may work. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times people are tend, to do that, and a lot of times people consider that as a flaw, because a lot of times people do not want to change. So once again,
Mm-hmm.
change is hard for a lot of people, and if they see you doing something that is working and it's changing and it's a whole different direction from them, then you can expect a whole lot of backlash from that. Everybody do
Yep.
not get it. But I appreciate y'all coming in. I ain't gonna keep y'all all night. Until next time.
All right. Thank you. Have a good
All
night.
right.